Hi, everyone. Welcome to English for You. I'm Mike.
And I'm Reese.
And today, Reese, we're going to be learning a new language. Are you ready?
We're going to learn a new language?
A whole new language.
In just one episode?
In two episodes. 2 articles, I think. Is it 2 articles? It's 1 article. It's only 1 article, so the time pressure is really on us now. We have 1 article, about 20 minutes, to learn a new language.
Well, let's do it. What language are we learning today, Mike?
Pig Latin.
Pig Latin?
Latin that pigs speak.
Pig
Ancient
as in
Roman pigs.
The cute pink animal that makes bacon?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes, basically. This is kind of a language, but we are kind of joking that we're going to learn it. Although we could learn it because it's a simple language. So if we're going to talk about Pig Latin, and I think our title has a really good question in it. Pig Latin, what is it? I think you're familiar with Pig Latin.
I am familiar.
Yes.
I learned it a few years ago.
Okay.
I use it with my friends to communicate secretly.
Oh, that's handy, isn't it? I am always jealous when my wife starts talking to her friends in Taiwanese, and I'm kind of like, what are you saying about me?
They're definitely talking about you, Mike.
I guess they probably are talking about how stupid my hair looks or something like that.
Your hair looks fine.
Well, thank you very much. But it is handy, isn't it, to have kind of a secret language to use with your friends?
It's fun. When I go back to the UK, I can use Chinese with my Chinese-speaking friends there, and it's like we have this secret method of communication.
Exactly, and you can pass all sorts of secret messages without writing them down on a piece of paper. So maybe Pig Latin could serve that purpose for you. Well, before you decide whether you want to learn this language, let's find out. Pig Latin, what is it?
Reading.
Pig Latin. What is it? In the movie The Lion King, one character tells another, Ixnay on the Oopidstay. What is this secret language? It's Pig Latin. Pig Latin is a language game that plenty of youngsters play. It's not at all connected to the actual Latin language, though. People use it to talk privately in front of others, because you'll only understand it if you know the rules. To speak it, move a word's first consonant sound to the end of the word and add A. If the word starts with a vowel sound, just add A to the end. You might also put hey, yay, or way on the end of these words. The strategy is to change the word according to its beginning sound, not its spelling. For example, one starts with the vowel O, but it has a W sound. So in Pig Latin, we'll say it as unway. From these rules, we learn Ixnay on the Oopidstay means nix on the stupid, which can be understood as don't use the word stupid. NK, ooye understande, igpay, atenlay, aune.
All right, so it's time to learn some Pig Latin. I'm excited. You guys all got your thinking caps on? Well, here we go. And actually, the first example of Pig Latin comes to us from a really famous movie. I didn't know there was Pig Latin in this movie.
Yeah, the movie is The Lion King.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite Disney movies of
Cool.
all time. The article says, in the movie The Lion King, one character tells another, Ixnay on the Oopidstay.
Ixnay on the Oopidstay. Oh, definitely not English.
Well, maybe by the end of the article we'll be able to work out what that means. But for now, what is this secret language? It's Pig Latin.
There you go, Pig Latin. Now, some of you might have heard of Latin. This is the ancient Roman language that, Julius Caesar and people like that used to speak. We do still study Latin in some schools, but mainly just as a way of learning about the roots of language, because Latin, of course, has a lot of connection to modern French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, even English. But Pig Latin is not a real language. Julius Caesar never made a speech in Pig Latin, so this is a brand new thing, and it kind of makes sense that it's a secret language since it's not really a real language. Let's learn about this word secret.
Yeah, the word secret here was used as an adjective to describe the language, a secret language. So secret here means not known or seen, or not meant to be known or seen by other people.
Shh, it's a secret.
It's a secret indeed. If something is secret, that means only some people that you choose should know about that thing. The other people that don't know, maybe they're not supposed to know. Secret can also be a noun. A secret is something that shouldn't be told to people. We can describe many things as being secret. For example, a secret place, or a secret friend that you don't want your parents to know about, or a secret life that you don't want your wife to know about. A secret language is a language that not many people know about, and so you can use it to have secret conversations.
Cool.
Here's an example sentence with the adjective secret. There is a secret space behind my bed where I keep all of my special things.
Well, now everyone knows it's not so secret, is it?
Oh, I just revealed my secret.
Did. Well, hopefully there's a secret button that you have to push to open it. Now just don't tell us the secret of your secret button, and then it will still be secret.
There we go.
That
it's all
makes
secret.
Sense. All right, let's get back to Pig Latin because it makes a lot more sense than what we're talking about now. Pig Latin is a language game that plenty of youngsters play. Well, yeah, exactly. It's more of a game than a language. And the second part of that sentence should give us some confidence. It says plenty of youngsters play this game with the Pig Latin language. So that's good because obviously it doesn't take years of experience and practice. If plenty of youngsters can do it, then so can you. And of course, the word plenty, this is a word that we use that means basically many or a lot of or more than enough. If you have plenty of food for your party, you have more than enough food for your party. You won't be rushing out in the middle of it to go to the store. No, we have plenty of food, plenty of drinks, and we expect plenty of people. In other words, we have a lot of food, more than enough drinks, and we're expecting many people. Here's a good example. Plenty of people will be at the beach on a sunny weekend. Yeah, for sure. A lot of people will be there.
I will be one of them.
All right, cool. And that's because you're a youngster.
Well, I guess, according to some, the word youngster is interesting. It just means young people, as you can probably guess from the first part of the word. A youngster is a child or a relatively young person. A youngster might be somebody who's 5, 10, or 15 years old. Or if you're speaking with an older person, they could refer to a youngster, maybe somebody who's 25 years old. They might be considered a youngster compared to a 60-year-old person. Youngster is kind of a fun, cute way to refer to young people. So an example sentence could be, with so many youngsters in the family, the party should be loud and fun. Do you have many youngsters in your family, Mike?
Not many. I think most of us are quite old by now, but I do have some cousins I would definitely refer to as youngsters since they're in their teen years or something like that. But you're right. Even if you get up to the age of 80 or 90, someone who's 50 or 60, they could be a youngster. But I think here in our in our article, we're talking about young people as in kids and other people like that. All right, well, let's get back to the article. What does it say next about Pig Latin?
Well, it says it's not at all connected to the actual Latin language, though.
Phew.
People use it to talk privately in front of others because you'll only understand it if you know the rules. And this is where it kind of turns into a game because you need to know the rules of how to play it to understand. Well, the article used a phrase here, not at all. It said it's not at all connected to Latin. Here, the phrase not at all means definitely not, 100% no way, it's certainly not that way. By saying it's not at all connected to Latin, the article is saying that Pig Latin is nothing to do with Latin. There's no relation at all except for in name. We can also put an adjective in the middle of this phrase. So, for example, I could say, I'm not hungry at all. That means I'm not even a little bit hungry. Or I could say, I don't like her at all. Not at all can also be used to say, you're welcome, or don't mention it. It's kind of like saying, 不用客气.
All right, and we also had that word connected. Pig Latin is not at all connected to real Latin, which is good because real Latin is a real old language, and it is hard to learn. It takes many years. It has complicated grammar. Did you ever study Latin in school?
I never did study Latin, no.
Oh, you're lucky. Anyway, so it's not connected to Latin in that kind of way, in that sort of official language way. It's more connected to being a fun game. And when something is connected to something, well, it can actually be connected in the real world, like a coffee machine needs to be connected to the power or the wall to work, or two islands could be connected by a bridge, or two cities could be connected by a highway or something like that. But we can also talk about things just having kind of a relationship. There's some kind of thing in common between them. There's something in the past that maybe joined them together. You can be connected to people through family or through friendship or something like that. It doesn't mean you're holding their hands. There's just a relationship there. So by saying Pig Latin is not connected to Latin, it has no relationship to the old language of Latin. It's just the name there. For example, for this word connected, do you think the power failure is connected to the earthquake we just felt? In other words, is there a relationship? Did the power failure get caused by the earthquake?
We also saw the word privately, which is an adverb, and it means in a private way. So private means something belongs to or should only be seen or known by particular people. It's kind of like the word we discussed earlier, secret. Your passwords are private. Only you should know them. Your bedroom is a private space. It's for you and your personal things. The adverb privately can be used to talk about doing something in a private way, in a way that's only for you and maybe the people that you choose to join you. By saying people use Pig Latin to talk privately in front of others, it means people can have conversations that other people around them cannot understand. Here's an example sentence with privately. The teacher wants to talk privately with me about my problems at home.
Ah, okay. So in a private kind of way, and of course private being the adjective, yes, it's good for private communication, that is, using Pig Latin. Back to our article. So how do you actually speak Pig Latin? Let's get down to it. It says, to speak it, move a word's first consonant sound to the end of the word and add A. So consonants, of course, are all the letters of the alphabet except for A, E, I, O, and U. So if there's a C or a H or an M or a T, move that word letter or that sound to the end of the word and add A also at the end. If the word starts with a vowel sound, those are the other ones, A, E, I, O, U, just add A to the end. You might also put hey, yay, or way on the end of these words. So that A sound can be changed to a hey or a yay or a way. All sorts of things like that. Now, so if we go back to the beginning of the article, I guess that line from the movie The Lion King means ixnay on the oopidstay. That would mean nix on the stupid. I think it's someone telling someone, don't be stupid right now.
Stop being stupid.
Stop being stupid. That's right. Nix is kind of like don't do this or stop or not or something like that. So nix on the stupid or ixnay on the oopidstay.
So using these rules, Mike, your name would be Ikame. Is that right? We take the M,
yes,
put it on the end of the word,
right,
and then add A.
And you would be Isray.
Isray.
That's right.
We have our secret code names already.
Awesome.
It's kind of a silly, fun way to have a secret language, and the rules are very simple to learn, so maybe you guys at home can try this with your friends.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a harder language to make a sentence in than to understand the sentence, because you don't have to do all the changing. It sounds almost like the word. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Just take that first sound, move it to the end, and add A on the end as well.
And I guess the relationship here with Latin, maybe, is that in Latin there are a lot of words that have an ending sound A.
Yeah, okay. Domine. Yeah, okay.
That might be the connection here with Latin.
Could be.
It's a strenuous one at best.
I'm not sure there's a connection there.
Well, back to the article, and it says, the strategy is to change the word according to its beginning sound, not its spelling. Okay, so we're focusing on the phonics of the word and not how it's spelled.
Right. I don't think many people write Pig Latin down. It's more of a spoken language rather than a written language.
Well, the article mentioned a strategy. Strategy is a noun, and it's a plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall aim. It's basically a plan, usually a kind of plan that's carefully made and you probably write it down. It can also be used to mean a way of doing things. Usually a strategy is a plan that we use for a big project that will last a long time. So businesses make strategies to make plans for their company to succeed. Some things can't be achieved in one day, so we have to make a strategy to try and achieve something in the long term. The strategy of Pig Latin is the way that it's used. Here's an example sentence. My dad's restaurant doesn't have many customers, so he'll make a new strategy to try and increase business.
That's a good strategy. Yeah, you definitely need a good plan if you want your business to succeed. For example, back in the article, one starts with a vowel O, right? A-E-I-O-U. Definitely O is a vowel, but it's not really an O sound on the beginning of one. It says, but it has a W sound. I'll read that again. For example, one, the word one, starts with the vowel O, but it has a W sound. So, in Pig Latin, we're listening to the sound, not so much the letter that you're using, it's the sound. So in Pig Latin, we'll say it as unway, because the w from one goes to the end. You add the a, unway. One. From these rules, we learn ixnay on the upitstay means nix on the stupid, as we explained earlier, which can be understood as don't use the word stupid. Or also just stop being stupid if your friend is being stupid. And yes, when we say nix, that kind of means no, or maybe cancel something. Maybe if you're at a restaurant, you might say, hey, could we nix the dessert? We're pretty full right now. I think it's more of a North American or American term.
Yeah, I was about to say I hadn't really come across this word very often in the UK.
It's not a word I've ever used, I don't think. But yeah, it's a word to be familiar with because in films or books or something, you might come across it. It basically means no, not, stop, or cancel or something like that.
I do remember this part of the movie, though, and I remember as a kid not really understanding what it meant.
Oh, interesting.
Because I hadn't learned the rules of Pig Latin.
Okay, do you remember which characters used this?
Is it one of the hyenas?
I would imagine. They were sort of the silly characters from the movies.
Well, the article finishes here with one sentence in Pig Latin for us to translate.
Is this like our pop quiz?
This is, and it's really going to test my reading ability as well.
Okay.
Let's give it a go. Anke oye understande igpe atinle one.
Oh my gosh. Anke oye or uye understande igpe atinle aune. Can you understand Pig Latin now?
I think that's exactly what it was.
I think that might be right. Did you guys get it? Well, a simple thing to do is make your own simple sentences, and I think you'll find after 5 or 10 minutes practice that it becomes much easier to do it quite quickly. All right, we're going to have a chat, and then we're going to be finished.
For You Chat.
Okay, today's For You Chat question is going to have us practicing our Pig Latin.
Oh no.
So the question is, what is a sentence or phrase you say often? Practice saying it in Pig Latin.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this should be a fairly familiar sentence. Not something that I never would imagine re-saying or anything. Okay, so something you say quite often, but the Pig Latin version, I'm ready, go.
Here you go. See if you can translate this.
Okay.
Etge offe yame edbe atke.
One more time.
Etge offe yame edbe atke.
Get off my bed, cat.
Wow, you
Is
did
that
it.
right?
That's right. That's exactly
right.
Oh my gosh. My cat loves sitting on my bed.
Oh, but you don't love the cat being on your bed.
I mean, sometimes I do, but, maybe if I'm sleeping, she's like in the way. I'll tell her to get off.
And the bed gets hairy after a few days. Okay, that's a pretty good one. It kind of threw me, especially the first word, otge, got. Etge, get.
Etge.
All right. Here's one for you. I think by the end, it should be a little easier. Utwe, ode, uye, untwe, orfe, inner day.
What do you Again.
Ontway, Orfe, Innerday.
What do you want for dinner?
What do you want for dinner? A question I ask my wife almost every day.
It really works.
It does. It's actually not that hard, right?
I think it would take just a couple of hours of practice and you could really start communicating in Pig Latin.
Definitely. And words like Edbay or Innerday, they kind of stand out, right? It's kind of easy to figure Innerday is dinner.
Understande was a pretty easy one to get.
That's another good one. All right, there you go, guys. Your first experience with Pig Latin, hopefully not your last. Thanks for joining us, and we'll have more great articles for you coming up very soon. Until then, bye-bye.
See you then.
Vocabulary Review.
Secret. There is a small door behind this shelf that leads to a secret room. Plenty. There was plenty of food at the party, so we could eat as much as we wanted. Youngster. As a youngster, I liked to play with Barbie dolls, toy cars, and wooden blocks. Connect. This song is connected to the happy times I shared with my friends in high school. Privately. Because my parents don't want me to understand them, they speak Japanese privately in front of me. Strategy. The other team has a lot of strong players. We'll need a good strategy to beat them.
智慧小补帖
Consonant. Vowel. Nix.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net